Hey everybody, welcome back to the Flat Thunder channel. My name's Andy, and this is a benchtop drill press. My dad picked this up from a neighborhood auction. It didn't sell, and he's able to pick it up pretty good price. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look around on this thing. It's a Bench Pro brand 12-inch benchtop 12-speed drill press. I'm gonna take you off of there, take a little spinner on this. We're gonna fire this up and see how it works. It's a Bench Pro brand. I've never heard of it. There's the tag for it, if you can focus on that. I can't tell if it's focusing or not. Got it on the clutch welding bench here temporarily. In comparison to my other drill press, this thing is quite a bit of an upgrade. My other drill press doesn't have nearly the amount of stroke that this one does. You also have a whole lot more stroke on the table to move, so we can drill a whole lot more pieces. But what's really important is it has a multi-speed pulley set up here. My other one has this as well, but what it's lacking is this intermediate pulley. This one has a front pulley, an intermediate pulley, and then the pulley on the back on the motor. Let's see what's going to happen. Everything seems to be working good, but we got quite a bit of vibration here from this motor. I don't know if you can tell, it's hopping up and down pretty good. Another reason I love this fixturing table and this this welding station. I can use it for just about anything. Did I plan on using this for a drill press? No. Will it work for a drill press? Yes. Easy peasy. So just put these clamps on here to fix this to the fixture table. Largely because we don't have a place cleared out that we can permanently place it. It was just sitting on the floor. But you see how easy that was? This table is awesome. I mean, now she's not going to tip over. You'd have to tip the whole table over. Let's get in there and look at this drive system. It's not too hateful, but I mean, it is a little bit more than I'd like to see, bouncing up and down, bebopping around, making vibrations. Now this unit does have an adjustment here, so you can change the pulley. So it has two set screws here, basically, that lock the drive. Use this lever to tension it, moves the motor back and forth, and then these lock it in position. Let's open the top up here. Here's the main drive pulley. I want to unplug this, which I did not do yet. Main drive pulley, the intermediate pulley, and then the pulley right on the spindle. This is what gives you the multi-speed configuration. As I mentioned, this part right here is what's missing on my other drill press. I just have a step pulley in the motor and then the spindle, which I believe is actually fewer steps than these two. That's interesting. Oh, so that just pivots on a shaft over here. There's nothing retaining it. Huh. Can you see, is that out around? Kind of looks like it. This pulley is actually made out of plastic. So I just tensioned the drive by twisting the lever here, and you can You can see how much this is chitter chattering up and down, and this is kind of bouncing here. This is going. The pulley over here is way taller than where it is back here. And this pulley can move up and down, but it's fixed by this pulley here. This pulley has set screws on it. Let's go ahead and snap these set screws loose, see if we can adjust that to get some of that bounce out of there. That's pretty loose. I guess it only has one. Whoop, moved real easy. Too low now. Let's just, woo. Give her a little bump. She's kind of self-aligned, I think. At least way closer than what it was before. And she's still bebopping around. Tension that and see. See how that performs. Here we go. Huh. Well, we didn't take all the vibration out of this as I was originally hoping to do. It still has some vibration. I think a large part of it is just the design of this mechanism. The way this tensioner device works, this motor is hanging from a plate with just two shafts so it can hang. And when you tension it, it actually shoves it up. So that gives you a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of flexibility here because it's not quite rigid. I think I've seen other drill presses. I could be wrong. Drop down in the comment section, let me know if you've seen them before or not. But I do think I've seen other ones that have more than just shafts at the top. I thought there was possibly 4 or at least 3 shafts to support it more firmly in position. These pulleys are plastic. I don't think they're, 100% perfectly true. We could probably find out by strapping them on the lathe and run an indicator on them, but I mean, just looking at them, this thing actually has a whole bunch of slop in the bushing that it sits in. So we're not going to get all the vibration out of this. This is what you have to deal with when you buy an import, and this is what we got. We got a good deal. It was at an auction, nobody was using it, and hopefully we can put some good use to it. I think one of the other things I was doing wrong was I was over tensioning it, such that I was putting a load and deflecting things. I'll show you here. This thing, if you can't see it from there, this thing wiggles quite a bit in that bushing. Kind of a oversized clearance fit there in the idler arm bushing. Since we got this up here, I'm gonna run a couple test pieces through this thing, just see how good it works. I've never used it. Scrap piece of steel. And then I have my 5/8 tap that I recently purchased. This was on the discount shelf, and ever since I purchased it, I was a little concerned it was messed up and maybe somebody used it and damaged the cutting edges. I've never tried it. It doesn't look like it is, but I see a couple bumps and bruises on her. We're gonna strap this in there and see if we can try it. One problem, I noticed I do not have the correct tap drill size. I'm gonna have to invest in that if I ever wanna use that. It's calls for 17/32, and I only have 9/16. So this will be oversized and the threads will be smaller than what they should be. But it'll be a good test for this old drill press here, or it'll be a good test for this new drill press here. See what she can do, see what she's capable of. Let's get her strapped in here and fired up. I don't really care, I just kind of positioned it roughly in the middle. Let's get some oil on this and drill our pilot. Uh-oh. I'm rotating the table because it's not tight. This drill press really shines over my other one. Aside from speed, it has table movement and the stroke. So I was able to lower this workpiece down and get our larger drill bit in. See what she's gonna do. Pretty decent hole. Here's one that I've been waiting to share with everyone for a while now. I've had this bottle, and you're probably wondering what this is. This is an old ketchup bottle, and it's filled with bacon grease. Now, bacon grease is awesome. One, because you just cook bacon, right? You take your bacon grease, put it in a container that you can use. Then you add in some WD-40 or some kerosene because it's solid in there. Get kind of this chunky, thick, sticky residue, which is basically the bacon grease. Putting in the WD-40 dissolves it a little bit. The squirt bottle doesn't work and you can just go whoop. And I just applied my cutting fluid for my tap. The trick is not breaking your tap. Apply down pressure and just bump it. That's way too fast. Okay. Remove the chuck. Not too hateful of a thread. Here's the real test. I have a 5/8 bolt. All we did was basically blow that out. Let's see what's going to happen. If it's a really bad thread, it'll gall up and stick. Here we go. Look at that. Now keep in mind the thread depth is a little off because we didn't have the correct size. But if you needed a 5/8 thread, I think that would get you going. I'm pretty happy with this tap purchase. It did a pretty fine job tapping the hole in this piece of steel. I don't have a 5/8 I think I picked this up for $1.35 or $2. It is a Hansen brand made in USA tap, so that makes me really happy. Looks like I just need to get a tap drill and a driver for this guy. All right, winning. Despite the minor vibrations that this drill press has, it can make some pretty mean chips. My other drill press, I don't even know if it would drill this smaller drill bit through there. I don't know if that's like 5/16 or a quarter without stalling out. You just can't get the speed slow enough on my other small drill press, and it doesn't have the throat. So I think this is going to be a great addition to the shop. And I hope we're going to get some good use out of it. That way we don't get stuck using the hand drill or trying to do it on the mill when we got this bad boy around. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave your questions and comments in that section below. And don't forget to punch that subscribe button on your way out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Want some bacon now.